Russia's economic development minister has emphasized that Russia's success in controlling inflation and the national debt, while reminding Western nations they failed to achieve the same results.
We're in a completely different situation. We have a much lower level of national debt and a significantly lower level of inflation. Of developed countries, our nation in March had one of the lowest levels at just 3.5% and in April 2.6%.
Russia has surged back into the world's top 10 economies for the first time since 2014. That's according to the country's national statistics as well as data from the World Bank. Now, this progress comes despite Western sanctions on Moscow aimed at damaging the Russian economy. According to the Sputnik news agency, 2022 saw Russia ranked 8th in the world thanks to producing more than $2 trillion worth of gross domestic products. That's an improvement from 11th place the previous year. This comes as a check for Western leaders who'd promised to bring the Russian economy to its knees.
We will limit Russia's ability to do business in dollars, euros, pounds, and yen to be part of the global economy.
Russia's industry is in tatters. And it is the Kremlin that has put Russia's economy on the path of oblivion.
In concert with our allies, we will agree a massive package of economic sanctions designed in time to hobble the Russian economy.
Earlier, we spoke with geopolitical analyst Don McLean-Gill, who says Russia's economic resilience has proven that it's impossible for the West to isolate the country.
We're all aware of the statistics, but to make sense out of the statistics is something that we need to do. So let us revisit, the very basics of economics. We must acknowledge the crucial balance between supply and demand. Russia possesses undeniably critical exports of great strategic value, encompassing energy, food, and agricultural products. Yes, at the beginning of the conflict, there was a slight contraction in the national Russian economy and limitations in Russian imports. However, Moscow was able to proactively maneuver past these particular hurdles through a combination of diplomatic, political, economic strategies that really defied the expectations and the outcomes that the West sought to have with the sanctions. Second, of course, we have to understand that the West and some parts of Asia are also suffering a demographic crisis. So the ability to churn out manpower to fuel the economy is also shrinking. And this is also one of the problems that are at par with the economic levels that we can see from the statistics you have just provided. While they have tried to isolate Russia, I think it's quite impossible to do so. And of course, what we are seeing now, the statistics, the economic statistics are one of the major proofs as to why they can't isolate Russia through sanctions. And I think that this is something that we would have to look into for the near future.